I guess here we are starting another campaign just after the other one ended. But I must say that the support that I have from Michaela is very humbling, and I want to thank her for introducing me to so many great people working in the riding already to make sure that we keep it very strong UCP. The main reason why I am so committed to running in a rural riding is I know that our rural ridings didn't feel like they had the strongest voice at the table during the last years of the COVID pandemic. And I hope this sends a signal, not only to the residents of Brooks, Medicine Hat, but to the residents of all rural Alberta, that their voice will be heard, it will be prominent, and it will be respected. I also want to make sure that people know that I intend to spend a lot of time down here in the riding. I see that we have some supporters who have put their issues on the table with me for literally years. And I spent a good deal of time this morning talking to Michaela and her board, reaching out to Reeve Dirksen and Reeve Hamilton, as well as the mayors of Medicine Hat and Brooks, to see if we could meet with their councils at an early date so that we're able to identify the issues that we might be able to act on very quickly. So with an Alberta Provincial Police, part of the vision I have is that we need to have a new force trained with the modern realities of policing, that the bulk of calls these days are mental health and addiction calls. And I think every community has been grappling with that, but I think that that's where we can begin with an Alberta Provincial Police, is an augmentation to our current policing structure, properly trained in how we can deal with those kinds of calls, so we can seamlessly connect those who are facing distress or perhaps even committing crimes to support their addiction with a kind of treatment facility that will allow for them to get into recovery, as well as seamlessly allow them to also get back out into the community so that they can get on with independent lives. So I think that begins with an Alberta Provincial Police, and I'm looking forward to working with municipalities to demonstrate the value of that as an augmentation to the existing force. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to also demonstrate the value of having local policing so that we can ultimately cancel the RCMP contract. I know we have a little bit more work to do to get buy-in from our municipalities on that, but I think that when we are able to demonstrate that we will get higher value, better policing, and it won't cost municipalities anymore, I expect that we'll be able to get that buy-in. The interesting part about a riding that is as diverse as this is that there are many other rural ridings that share the same issues. So if we can solve some of the issues here, I think we'll be able to solve them for all the municipalities. So I feel very confident that I'll be able to represent this riding well. There has been a convention that when a leader is chosen who does not have a seat, there's an expectation that she will seek a seat at an early opportunity. So I think that the exception can be made for this by-election, but there is also a convention as well that if you're within a year of having a general election, that you don't need to call by-elections and others. There may be other candidates who are also stepping away, and so I think that rather than have a rolling series of by-elections, we may as well just stick with the convention of having the adjacent MLA take care of the issues in the riding, and we'll stick with the fixed election date of May the 29th.